So here we are, after the Manchester derby, coming to you live from Full-Time Devils in the XS Manchester studios. Just as probably as bemused as you are, Manchester United picking up 3 points at the Etihad today, and in the build-up to it, there wasn't much talk about a Manchester United win. They'd be happy if United were to scrape a draw, but me, Joe McGrath, and Arcade are here for the next half an hour to chat about that game and to chat about what just happened when Manchester United won 2-1. Arcade, your thoughts, your opinions, what do we
Manchester is red.
No.
That's my thoughts, mate. We were phenomenal. We did everything we needed to. Early doors, counter-attack, absolutely smashed it. Rashford and Martial, James. And then at the back, towards the end, when they were getting more of the pressure, and I think everyone thought they were going to get the equaliser. Wan-Bissaka was fantastic all game. Just from De Gea up to Rashford, who was fantastic across the park, mate. Best performance under Ollie, I'm saying.
Yeah, well, it's up there with one of the colossal performances, and you will look back at that one and go, how or why did it happen? The first half was phenomenal. The strikers just played not just well, but they looked like they were happy. They looked like they were enjoying themselves on that pitch.
Yeah.
Which is hard when you United play under scrutiny in a way. But they did it, and they did it against the Manchester City side, which, are champions.
Yeah, I think most people expect us to get walked over, even though when we beat Spurs during the week, I think everyone still expected us to get beat at City. But yeah, the centre forwards, they're all running off each other really well. Rashford and James and Martial all get running to left, right and centre. It was a fantastic performance across the park.
Yeah, listen, so what's going to happen is the next half an hour is about us having a chat about Manchester United and that Derby Day win. Smash the like button as well if you didn't think Ollie was going to beat Tottenham and City. Make sure you're being honest. I want to see that
6 points in 4 days.
And I want to see that like button rise, because I'll tell you what, I'd be smashing the like button now because I didn't do it. 0345 17625. The number is along the bottom of your screen. Come on, have a chat with us. We're here for the next half an hour. Sam in America, as always, has given us that call early doors.
That's right. How we doing, lads?
Very good, Sam. So listen, would you be smashing the like button? Did you think United were going to pick up 6 points in the last 2 games?
No, maybe I was thinking 4. I was thinking 4 points. I thought we might draw today, but I got a question. Am I allowed to swear?
Yep. Yeah. You can swear. You can swear.
Are you fucking sure the city is yours? 20,000 empty seats. Are you fucking sure? Listen, that was just a fire that we've seen against Tottenham, against the Jose Mourinho side, and then today we've got to see this. We got to see this every week. I we need to see more of this. And then I know I said after Bournemouth, you'd be crazy to think we could get top 4, but if we keep playing like this, you never know. Chelsea dropping points today.
Yep.
There was uncertainty a bit in the second half, a tiny bit though. We held on, but that was against a very good attacking Man City team. Don't forget they won the league last year.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, I think just tactically, Ollie had it absolutely spot on, playing on the counter. And we kept seeing it. I think maybe 70 odd minutes in, we had 30% possession, but we were just absolutely shredding them on the counterattack. Daniel James looked brilliant. Man of the match for me was Wan-Bissaka, but no, that was just passion we see. And Lingard as a makeshift number 10 didn't look too bad.
No.
Luke Shaw as a fitness risk was kind of an odd start for me, but yeah, they all lived up to the billing today. Absolutely proud of these lads.
And for you, so going on now, you expect more of the same. What kind of stuff did you see in this United team today that you'd want to see when we go against Everton in obviously next weekend?
Yeah, next weekend, I think.
It's tough because once again we have struggled against breaking down those smaller sides. I think I probably say that almost every time I come on here, but I would definitely, if we get it's a little odd for me how Pogba fits in when he comes back. Does he replace Fred in that midfield too, or do we play him in a more advanced position? You might stick him in that number 10 if we're playing 4-2-3-1. I don't know when Pogba will be back. If he wants to be back, but I think for me that's what we do. I think we went with the back 4 today because we knew there were going to be Bernardo Silva and Raheem Sterling were going to be pretty big threats coming down the flank, so we wanted more stability there. But I think we're really Ollie is starting. I think he's coming into his own in terms of tactically getting the team to gel, right? And we're able to play with a number of different systems now. We're able to play 4-2-3-1. and we're able to play 3-4-3 with the wing backs as well. So no, it was absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, in some ways the pressure's actually on now to prove that he can do it against the teams that are going to play compact. Obviously, Duncan Ferguson taking over at Everton, we saw how they played against Chelsea. They are going to be more like Sheffield United in the way they set up. So the pressure's on Ollie now to find a way to beat a different sort of team. But yeah, I completely agree with you. I mean, and I'll be the first to admit that I've been quite sceptical of Solskjaer's tactics. But yeah, today on the break against a Man City team, and you expect them to come at us as well, especially in the second half. They're the home team in a derby and have got the class that they are. You expect us to come under the cosh and to make sure that we're held on to our lead as well. It's just a fantastic performance all over.
He was. Sam, thank you very much for giving us a call. We've got loads of calls to get through, Sam, as you quite imagine. Give us a bell, so I'll speak to you at Everton. We have got Dan in Blackburn now. Dan, how you doing, mate? You okay?
Yeah, Dan.
All right, lads.
Yeah, good. It's a Manchester United winning the derby. How are you feeling?
Great, for a change.
You didn't see it coming then this morning?
No, definitely not. I can't lie and say that I thought that was going to happen. I thought we played great, especially the first half. We were all over them. I mean, we could have been like, well, maybe not 4-0, but maybe they could have got one themselves. But we certainly could have had a few goals in that first half. We were just running them ragged. They just didn't know how to deal with us on the break. And Dan James has been an absolute revelation. I don't think anyone, myself included, thought that he was going to come in and be as good as he's been. His decision making on the ball, with his passing, not just his speed, it's all been great. And I'd love to know where that player that was on the pitch today, Fred, I don't know, was it a different guy? Was it his twin that's doesn't play football? Because the last two games he's looked great. Whether that's got something to do with McTominay being next to him,
yeah, definitely.
I don't know. Yeah, because McTominay's been great as well, hasn't he?
Yeah, I think Fred feels a lot more comfortable when McTominay's next to him rather than Pereira. But yeah, I thought Fred first half his distribution was fantastic, and it was really industrial across the midfield.
Yeah, do you know what sort of settle us down? I think you might agree on this. So we've had two big games recently, Spurs and obviously City. What would settle everyone's thoughts now and everyone's opinions on Ollie would be a comfortable win over the next two games. Got Europa League tie, and then you've got Everton. Now Everton might have a run of form like United did under Ollie.
Yeah, you expect a reaction.
But a comfortable win back to back, that'll settle people going into Christmas and January. Do you think?
Yeah, definitely. Because I think, as you were just talking about there is that little thing in your mind about over the last few years, even when we've been pretty useless, we seem to manage to turn up for the big teams, or at least the way that we play just sort of suits them games, and it's the games where people aren't attacking us that we tend to struggle with. So it would be good to see can we carry that on into a game that perhaps is a bit tighter. The team that has sat back a little bit more, making it a bit harder for us. Whether that will happen, I don't know. That's the thing we're all sort of hesitant about, really, isn't it? But yeah, you can't take anything away from today. They were pretty much everybody was great on it. Luke Shaw, I mean, there's questions about him, and at times I was a little worried, but he did a really good job in the end of keeping him quiet. So yeah, it was just a great night.
Yeah, it was. It was a Manchester United win as well. Dan calling us from Blackburn there. Thank you very much for giving us a bell. Calling from around the world as well tonight. If you're watching, the number is along your screens there. Give us a bell. We'll try and get you on before the end of the show today. Still with you for another 20 minutes. We're going to go to Toby. How are you, Toby? Okay?
Yeah, Toby.
Yeah, good. How are you?
Very well, Toby.
Yeah, brilliant.
You've got a Manchester United derby win, 2-1. I mean, when you're watching the game, when the two goals went in the first half, what were you thinking?
How the hell has this happened? It's like, how? Like, you know what? The first half we were absolute, not phenomenal, but I think it's the best half we've played for the season. I mean, the passes were really good. The passes were really good, and the penalty from Rashford was good, and especially the Martial one.
Yeah.
I feel like it gives some certainty to United fans that we can go out there and get a good result. I mean, to go to the Etihad, get a 2-1 result against Pep Guardiola's men is absolutely phenomenal.
You know, crazy.
Yeah, definitely.
So who's your man of the match?
Absolutely. I think I'm gonna go with Marcus Rashford. But yeah, all of them played really good today, and I'm just really proud of them. It just beats me off though that I can't go out there every single week and get the result. Like, if he played like that, how we did today at Sheffield, we would have easily won, not drawn 3-all against them. It just beats me off that United fans know we can go out there and give a good performance, but for some reason, some games we just don't come out to play. But
we look forward now, though, Toby, don't we? No point looking back on what we've done. We build on this. But fantastic call, and nice for getting in touch, Toby.
Well done, Toby. Thank you very much. And the singing in the background. Let's keep that carry on. Franklin's over in Spain. How you doing, Franklin?
Hello, Franklin.
Yeah, hello guys, how are you?
Hello, mate. It's good to speak to you. You're like a lucky charm when you call up, because I know Manchester United have won.
Yeah, I called on Wednesday and I was talked about a few things about the game, and I'm happy to call back today. Basically, I just want to say something about this game. I think it's time that we the fan, have to start giving credit to where it is due. There's no player in the last 1 year that has received banter from our own fan towards him more than Fred. And this guy has been, in spite of everything, you could see this game, everybody talk about Rashford, Martial, but the man that I saw in this game today is Fred. Fred in Paris, Fred against Tottenham, Fred. Today again, Fred. Come on, we have to start singing this guy's name, man.
Yeah, I agree with you, Franklin.
Yeah.
First half, he was fantastic, and again against Spurs. But it definitely is. I think it's a confidence thing when he's playing alongside McTominay.
I think he did better today, though. Even today was even better. The way he was distributing the ball, the way he was closing up at Kevin De Bruyne, trying to win the ball, trying to distribute the ball. Everything he was trying to do was. I can't just blame him for. I can't fault him for today.
No, not at all.
And Wan-Bissaka, bro. Wan-Bissaka, man.
Wan-Bissaka has gone. He was unbelievable.
Yeah, unbelievable.
He had Sterling in his back pocket for the whole game.
Yeah, that's like one of the best players in the league, and anyway, he just basically owned him the whole game. I think that's Wan-Bissaka's best performance in United shirt. I mean, a lot of them this season in particular, but yeah, I mean, he's cemented that right back position. There's never been any question over his performances.
Yeah, and I really only did well because sometimes all the time, whenever I lose, we like, only out. Come on, whenever I win, we should give him the credit. We should give it to him. If nobody gave him a chance, I did give him no chance. I didn't give him no chance. After Aston Villa, I said, we're done.
Yeah,
we're done. We're not going to pick no point against Mourinho. He did. We're not going to pick no point against Man City. He did. Mind you, it's not just the 3 points. It's the pride that you won against your local rival.
Yep.
People that used to be your baby. After some time, you lost your position and they started beating you. Now you came and we kept our pride. It's not all about just the 3 points alone. For the fact that we were able to go there in the first half, we did the job. The second half was good. All we have to do is to protect our goal, is to manage the game, and we did very well. We did very, very well. We did great.
Did very, very well. Oh, sorry, Franklin.
Happy day. Hi.
Happy day, you say, Franklin.
Yeah, happy day.
Franklin, enjoy Spain. I hope it's warmer than it is here. We're going to go to Mohammed now. Mohammed's in a really, really loud car. Mohammed, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here, mate. How are you?
Very good, mate. Mohammed, so United have got the win in the Manchester derby.
Yeah, I don't know, mate. I don't know what's going on. I think I'm being spiked, mate.
What did you make of it then, mate?
Did they actually win first?
They did.
I'm not sure what being spiked. Right, anyway. unbelievable performance.
Yeah.
To be fair, I didn't really think we'd beat Man City, but to get a win like that over our local rivals, well, you know, that feeling, it's not like winning the Premier League, but it's up there for me at the end of the day. And I really don't like Pep Guardiola much, but anyway, like I said, you know, amazing win. Some of the players today, Martial, he showed, you know, when he came back from injury, like, he showed why we need him.
Yeah.
Also, just want to say, shout out to FullTimeDEVILS, the real Man United fans channels, not no fake fans channels, you know, where the owner, you know, we don't even know him, he's got a different name, and, you know, like, everyone, like, the real fans channel from Manchester, from
Manchester.
Nice one, Mohammed.
Mohammed, final one from you. Who's your man of the match?
Basaka, man, that guy is amazing. The way that tackles that he was putting in,
Yeah.
unbelievable.
Big time.
Unbelievable.
Big time. I think many people will agree with you there, Mohammed. Mohammed, Mink, to have you on again, mate. Give us a call. Oh, MJ. Oh, apparently your nickname's MJ. Is that right?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, but don't be saying that.
All right, Mohammed. I hope not drop you in a bit of it says MJ in brackets. No. Mohammed, thank you very much for your call. I'm losing my voice. I'm that excited. Adam's on the line. How you doing, mate?
Good to you.
Yes, I'm good, mate. Adam, we're going to be joined by the one and only Andy Tate as well soon. He's just gave us a bell, so we'll have a chat with him. But Adam, what did you make of that then?
Great performance from the lads. Last two games, we've been playing well. Better start. Well, I feel like we're picking something up now. Like, you know, we haven't had the greatest start of the season, but I feel like we're bringing some wins back. So I think we could possibly end top 4 this season. But
I mean, does these two wins back to back give you that belief then?
Yeah, it gives me the confidence and all.
Yeah, I mean, you've got to look at our runs. These two games were the hardest of the December period. I think we've got Everton. We've got Everton, Newcastle, Burnley, and then Arsenal coming up. You know, you've got to think that maybe we could probably get 12 points from then, and then who knows going into January.
You know, realistically, we should be beating them anyway. But like in the past of this season, we've lost them easy games.
Yeah.
You know, I would have thought that we would have lost these two games. But because they're like the big teams, and, you know, we beat the easy ones. But you know, it's just the players turning up for the big games.
It is. Got you excited, Adam? Is it, you know?
Yeah.
And you hope that the big run of form continues, especially in that really compact Christmas period, where games going thick and fast, and the small games, the big games, the ones we should be winning, the ones we might struggle against. So you just hope that it's a good run, don't you, now in December?
Yeah, definitely. We need these points.
Big time.
Are you guys Ollie in or out? I was just wondering.
I think for the time being, I mean, listen, the stuff that can get us frustrated are the draws against the littler clubs, and we had many fans on after the Aston Villa 2-2 who were frustrated at the fact that Ollie might not have got it right. Now, if Ollie's changed something, he's changed it in the last 2 games against 2 massive clubs, and then that, I mean, football fans, we're all fickle, we can change our minds, so many might be calling me up now who've changed their mind from when they called me up a couple of weeks ago. But right now, when you back-to-back City and Tottenham wins, you've just got to look and hope that there's a bit more money pumped into the club in January, and then see where we end up. But right now, it's a wonderful place to be. You just won a Manchester derby. Give it to Ollie. Let him have his time. No matter how long he's at the club for, he's won a Manchester derby. Now, the Sky Sports reported that. Sorry, my voice is shite today. Sky Sports reported this is the first time he's beat Man City. No, as a player as well, in terms of the game he's been involved in. So, so let him have his moment today. There's a lovely video you'll probably see on Twitter of him clapping to Sir Alex, who was in the Etihad stand next to Noel Gallagher, who probably fuming. Let him have their moment, mate. Mate, Adam, thank you very much for giving us a call. We're going to go to the wonderful Andy Tate.
Andy.
Evening, lads.
Yeah, I'm okay, mate. Calling us from not far away from the Etihad, are you?
Yeah, I am. I live near the stadium, but I dare not set foot outside.
What was it like then, mate?
I thought it was a really end-to-end game first half, and United say that's it. Defence, you can beat them with pace, because you see it at the start of the season. Norwich did the same thing, and it was a very open match. And the City fans moaning about VAR. Well, welcome to the world. It affects everyone.
That makes it even better that they're going to have something to moan about, though, doesn't it, Andy?
It does. And like I say, Martial's second strike, and Rashford hitting the bar as well. He could have had 2 wonders in a week. It's like, oh man. Now, I'm going to keep my feet on the ground. We've just beaten 2 of the top 6 teams in the country, well, the Premier League champions. And now we've got Everton next Sunday, and that is going to be a real test, because they won today, and they've just sacked the manager, and we've got Duncan Ferguson in charge. So I think Ole is in the season now.
Yeah.
So I think the aces now need to have a look at themselves in the mirror and just get behind the team. I've said it now and again. The team has cheated themselves in the last couple of games against Sheffield United and Villa. Now, if you add to this team, like you said before, Joel, we have the potential 4th, 5th, cup, and that's still a good season. And the fans will say, if they play awful again next Sunday, it's all up again. Then players have got to look at it themselves. But let's take heart, let's enjoy the night, and see where we are come next Sunday night.
Yeah, indeed. Where do you think we'll be in the sort of January period? Do you think we will be in a place where we will go and strengthen, or do you worry that Woodward will have his way again and United will just get through this season?
Yeah, like I say, he's not to be trusted, mate. All he cares about is his image. He wants to protect himself. He's all for himself, and it's all about money. And you know what I mean? But if he sticks to his guns and gives him the season and gets 1 or 2 players in January, we have the potential to at least go on the second half of the season and maybe do something in Europa League or FA Cup, League Cup, or maybe scrape the top 4 or 5th place.
Yeah, indeed. Andy, I'm just going to let you know that City have released a statement. It's not that Pep's getting sacked, just that they are taking quick and swift action against some of the stuff that's been circling over the duration of the second half about fans throwing stuff, and one fan in particular doing something which looked outrageous. City's statement just basically reads they're working with the police as we speak to make sure that the fan in that is dealt with, and that they are going to look at every single video, and they have a zero tolerance policy regarding discrimination of any kind. That statement coming out just as we speak now from Manchester City. Swift action from them, because I mean, you know, that fan there, or the fans that are even lobbing stuff at Fred.
Fred got it with a lighter and throwing bottles. For God's sake, it's only a game. You know what I mean? Go to work Monday morning, take your medicine, City. The amount of times you dish it out to us. So just take your medicine, get on with it, and concentrate on yourselves.
Yeah, indeed. Right, Andy, listen, who's your man of the match?
I thought McTominay as well. McTominay and Fred again.
Yeah. Andy, it's meant to speak to you, mate. Listen, keep your head down. Yeah.
Stay safe, brother.
We work at 11. Go and have a little nap then before that, mate. Andy Tate, wonderful to speak to him. Manchester is red. I'm sure he'll tell you that. Now we're going to go to Ayub.
Yeah.
Am I getting that right? Right, man. Manchester United 2-1. What are you thinking? How was that for you?
Oh, it was the best game. The first half was just amazing.
Yeah, it was unbelievable, wasn't it? What, did you worry in the second half when City got that one back? Did you think, oof, what's going to happen here?
I was even scared, to be honest, even if we lost that game, because the only way that they compete us was the quality they have. Because we don't have that much quality to make changes, but for tactic, they're getting spot on early.
Yeah, I mean, you say we haven't got them players, but I think up front we sort of matched theirs, and then Wan-Bissaka was as good to Sterling's class.
But then after like it gets 60 minutes, and you have to make the changes. That's what we don't have yet. Mm-hmm. That's the only thing. And the other one is that Pep Guardiola. Have you seen every game, like the way he talks to referees and no one gets nothing about it? Like he was on the ref every decision.
Yeah, apparently was. Go on, mate.
I mean, he just let it go. Like, remember last game against Liverpool as well, he was doing the same thing, but it was just letting him off. If that was like, let's say Jose Mourinho, he would get like 5 matches straight.
Yeah, he's a bit of a media darling though, isn't he, Guardiola, when it comes to them sort of things?
Yeah.
Sort of the media love it.
He pretends to be the nice guy.
Yep. He wasn't happy today, though, was it? Do you think there was any problem with the VAR decision?
Not really. To be honest, everything was spot on. Yeah,
what about the City one though, mate? What about the City one? Potential handball, Fred. That was up in the air.
Not the Fred one. Not the Fred. Fred one was alright. Lindelof one was a bit scary. It didn't go on the VAR, but that was the one that was worried.
Yeah, I mean, I was listening to the match in the car, and a few of the ex-professionals they were saying that they should have given the penalty for the Fred one.
Nah. If he didn't put his hand down, he would dislocate his shoulder straight away.
Yeah, indeed. Right, mate, go on.
We just need to now. But if we have a Pogba back and in smaller teams, because we don't have that one player that can make a little magic. And I think that's going to be Pogba for us.
Hopefully, mate.
But we need that Pogba back.
Pogba back. Mate, thank you very much for your call. We're going to have one final caller, and that is going to be Matt. How you doing, Matt? You all right?
Yeah, Matt.
Okay, thanks, mate. Good.
Yes.
Just a quickie. Delighted, obviously, for United to win the game there. I've put a wee bit of money on the game, and at the end there, I was just about to push the cash out, and I thought, no, they're going to do it. And I hung in there, made a bit of money. So
happy days, mate.
Nice one, man.
Matt, the United results last two have been, two victories against two big sides, and we hope that this continues. And you hope that when we go up against the lesser sides, you think to yourself, let's just get the win, let's get the 3 points, let's not make it complicated anymore.
Absolutely. I think we need to sort of hopefully, capitalise on the couple of wins against the big guys here. Push forward, look for top four would be brilliant. I'd be delighted with that if we get a top four.
Yeah, indeed.
Oh yeah, definitely.
In terms of your man of the match, Matt, I've been asking everyone, who was yours, mate?
I was Daniel James. I thought he played brilliant, and towards the end I thought he did some really nice moves that kind of kept us, safer towards the end. So Daniel James for me would be the man.
He's got a great footballing brain in terms of for the age of him, and he's not naive in some of the decision making. But you were saying at the end in terms of running with the ball and stuff, and making sure we stayed in possession. It's where that lad's going to go on to is just astronomical, really.
Yeah, I think that's what's great about the whole team. Actually, we've got a lot of young talent there that hopefully will kind of really develop and grow as we sort of get better and better. But I'd like to see some more sort of experience come to the team as well. But really delighted with the young guys.
Right. Amazing. Matt, thank you very much for giving us a call. Our final call on today, it's just a little roundup of today because I fancy watching the boxing tonight. I'm sure you all do as well. And Joshua fighting in about half an hour. Right, our kid, bit of a roundup for us then. By the way, as I said before, if you didn't believe Ollie was going to win these last two matches, smash the like button. I want to see that like button go through the roof, bang, roof up. For you then, our kid, where do we go on from here? You've got next Premier League game is Everton.
Yeah.
You hope Duncan Ferguson doesn't go on an Ollie style run, and we be in the downfall for that, but could be another Manchester United victory.
Yeah, I mean, obviously you'd hope for the victory, and you don't want us to have some sort of hangover after these two victories. But with Pogba on the periphery coming back into the squad, it will be interesting as to whose place he takes. For me personally, I would probably look at where Lingard played today as to where I put him in. But next 4 or 5 games, we could easily go into January being knocking around the 5th and 4th place. We've got people like Chelsea that are dropping points. Spurs won today, but we took points of them. So it's going to be a really open season. Hopefully, I'd like to see us invest in January. But Manchester's red. Up yours, Man City. That's what.
Manchester is red. Right. Thank you very much for getting in touch and giving us a call. Listen, I can tell you that Fancams will be happening as we speak. I think it must be a bit tight doing the Fancams.
Oh yeah,
I think Macola's there. Crikey, good luck, Macola.
Yeah.
And keep on Full Time Devils. Make sure you hit subscribe as well. I'm going to play some funky music. Let me get funky music up. I'm going to hope you have a wonderful rest of the night wherever you are watching. Let's play the funky music. We've been our kid. Well, he's been our kid. I've been Joe.